Welcome back. So glad that you joined me. One of the hardest subjects that we have to actually admit is in the retrospect of saying that we probably have enemies. Now, even to have to admit that goes into the area of the fact that we have to admit that we have problems. A lot of us don't even want to say or think or admit to the very fact that we have problems and those problems have problems and probably we've caused problems for other people. It's time for us to just sit down and admit that we don't have everything together. That's going to take a lot, isn't it? Even just saying this, even just listening to this, is starting to break through an element that we really don't want to talk about because in society today it's considered as a problem, it's considered as a foible, it's considered as a faux pas if we admit that there's something wrong. And I don't know about you, but throughout the scriptures, as I continue to read them, God continues to come back and remind us that we have problems. We have major problems. Some of those major problems in the end turn out to be ourselves. But where we get the solution to these problems is actually admitting that there is a problem. But even more than that, it's more than just admitting that we have a problem. It's admitting that we know that the only solution that we have is in Jesus Himself. Now, I remember hearing years and years ago that, hey, all you need to do is just run back to Jesus. Run to Him with all your might, and He's there. He's there to save you. Now, even with saying that, I want to add a different element with this. It's not running back. It's remembering that He never left us. He never left us and He never will. God is always there. It's us that has turned the back. Just remember this. Just because we've turned our back does not mean that we've gone away. In ancient times, the turning of a back meant even just being 6 inches to 6 feet away. That's not very far away. That's a very short distance. Though our eyes may not perceive Him, He is still there. He's still guiding us. He's still blessing us in ways that we may not see in the here and now. But I assure you, throughout the ceaseless ages of eternity, we're going to be looking back on these stories. We're going to realize how much God has continually blessed us and how He is continually blessing us moment by moment through these ceaseless ages of eternity. Even talking about that, I'm reminded of this verse that we're taking a look at this week in our devotional time together. It's from Luke chapter 6, looking at verses 35 and 36. It says this, "But love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for He Himself is kind to the ungrateful and evil men. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful." Now, did you notice that? God tells us to be kind even to those that are not kind to us. Now, that's hard, isn't it? And we have to admit that. It is hard. However, even though it is hard, it is not impossible. Remember, it's not us doing the work. It's Him doing it through us. The Bible continues to come back to us with this time and time and time again. When He calls us to do something, we have all the resources at our disposal to do what He's called us to do. All He asks us to do is go, be faithful, and ask Him continually for help. Maybe that's our challenge right now. Admit that there's a problem. Ask for help. Know that He's going to do it in a way that we cannot even start to imagine, but is going to be a blessing to us, to others, and even more than that, a blessing through the ceaseless ages of eternity. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to study God's Word together. God bless.